Good morning, it's Michael Gray with rnhealthcoaching.com. The following excerpt is going to be a part of my 4x4x48 David Goggins challenge. Basically, it's 4 miles every 4 hours times 48 hours. I started this on 4 p.m. on Good Friday and I ended on Easter Sunday 2020. If you can't do 4 miles, then you do 40 minutes or more of some type of exertional activity, whatever it is that you feel that you can tolerate for that amount of time every 4 hours. It's actually quite challenging. One of my other biggest influencers is Lex Fridman, who is an MIT physicist and has the podcast AI podcast, which is artificial intelligence, and he took this challenge from David Goggins, as well as in between each of the iterations he did a gratitude journal. So basically that's what I did is on between each 4-hour interval I did some sort of a distinct gratitude and made a video on it. So I have the full video, which is quite lengthy, and then I also have these excerpt videos between each one, which is what the following is. And thank you, have a good day, and mend yourself, move, educate, nourish, decompress, and enjoy this lockdown. All right, it's Michael. This is the first cycle. We're on number 1, the first 4 mile, 4 hour, and we're focusing on physical. So I figured while we still had sunshine, I would just basically do this while I'm walking. I know that's somewhat suboptimal, but it's so beautiful out here. I just kind of wanted to show you a couple things. For instance, the American flag there. And then because of this coronavirus, the hospital put this here for us, which was kind of nice. So basically, physical, we have the 11 systems of the body, which the mnemonic I used when I was in anatomy and physiology class 20 years ago was Slim Dunce Railroad, SLIMDUNCERR, which is skeletal, lymphatic, integumentary, muscular, digestive, urinary, neurologic, cardiovascular, endocrine, respiratory, and reproductive. And if we think about all of those things, we can think about how it's amazing that our bodies maintain homeostasis over all of those systems, those complex systems, and then there's microsystems in between those. And on the other side of the coin, if we can focus on the things that are working right, and we may not have perfection, and we might not have all cylinders go on all of those systems for ourselves. We can also look at other people, and we could think that some of those systems might really be failing for them and be causing them some pain and some suffering, and figure out ways that we might be able to help them on their journey despite those challenges, as well as it may give us more gratitude and appreciation for the position that we have right now. So instead of feeling badly because something's not working, whatever it might be, we can focus on all of the things that are working. So let me kind of show you some of my little rose bushes here that are soon to be blooming. So every day I came up with, I'm a mnemonic guy, so I came up with another one, which is the basis of my health coaching website, which is Mend Yourself. Mend is move, educate, nourish, and decompress, and have an awareness on these things every day. Like, those are the baseline minimums that you should be concentrating on. You can concentrate on the press if happy or the Slim Dunce Railroad, but mending yourself is imperative, because if not, you're going to wind up the opposite of that. You're going to have dis-ease and distress. Here's some more flowers, and you can see that, I don't know if you can see them, right now there's hundreds, and soon there are going to be even more. So in a couple of weeks this is going to be uber beautiful. So basically these are some of the things that that I focus on every day physically, just moving myself. And when I think about moving myself, I think about smelling gym air and smelling fresh air. So smelling gym air would be any type of body weight movement, anything that puts a little workload on your legs and your upper body, you know. So any type of body weight squats would count, any type of planks would count, sit-ups, push-ups, anything like that. And then smelling fresh air would be hopefully in some way moving outside, or at least taking an awareness of the beautiful things, like the color of green that is on this tree that wasn't even there a couple of days ago, you know, or the wind on the flag, or in the distance the color red on that tree against the green. As I was saying, it's just beautiful outside. And if all we're doing is driving in our cars and being inside in fluorescent lights at work and looking at bright pixelated blue screens on our computers and our televisions and our cell phones, and we don't even pick up books anymore, and we don't even listen to the birds. I know on this video that's going to be one of my favorite things, and this video is probably going to be long. I had a couple of options. One is that for each of the 12 gratitudes, I could have made each one like 2 minutes, which would have been 24 minutes plus the 16-minute opening, and that would have been a 40-minute video, which is long. But there's a chance that I might be the only one to watch this, and then it becomes just a social influence for me to complete it, and then it becomes a video journal. Now I have 100 video journals on rnhealthcoaching.com or my YouTube, and all of the things that I'm going to talk about now, I have specific videos for each one of those, as far as Press If Happy, for Mend Yourself, for Slim Dunce Railroad, for depression and how to overcome depression and anxiety, and all of these types of things. So if any of this interests you, there's a pretty good chance that the topics that I'm speaking of here, Buddhist philosophy, the things that I learned about that, just different ways to look at life, acting in congruence, not living from a position of scarcity, all of these types of things. There's videos on there. Having a direct relationship with the finality of life, the impermanence of life, and the fact that if you have a relationship with a strong relationship with the concept of your death, that it's very well likely make you live a brighter life. So anyway, that's going to be it for physical, and I'll see you next at 8 o'clock for relational.